items like cars. 46%, we're charging them 20. So what we're doing is we're taking not the full, we could take the full 88%. Thanks a lot. He's doing a very good job. How's he doing? All right.
Americans, get ready to pay more. From cars and clothes to coffee and iPhones, prices are set to rise across the board. President Donald Trump has unleashed a trade war, slapping fresh tariffs on imports from across the world. Who's hit the hardest and what will cost you more? Let's break it down. POTUS has announced a sweeping 10% tariff on all imports, but key trading partners like China, the European Union, and India face even steeper levies. Some tariffs go as high as 49%. These new rates take effect in two phases, that is on the 5th and the 9th of April. Holding up a chart at the White House Rose Garden, Trump called this move a historic moment. He said, "This is one of the most important days in American history. It's our declaration of economic independence." Thinking of buying a car? It's going to cost a lot more. Trump has slapped a flat 25% tariff on all automobiles and car parts. That means higher prices for both imported and American-made cars. Experts say luxury sedans, SUVs from Audi, BMW, Mercedes, and Lexus will be the hardest hit. Anderson Economic Group estimates that tariffs on car parts from Canada and Mexico alone could push prices up by $4,000 to $10,000 per vehicle. Car dealers are already warning of a price shock. One dealer told CNN that a $30,000 car could become $37,500. He said, and I quote, "Our customers are middle-class people. They just can't afford that kind of bump." Shopping for clothes? Well, be prepared to pay more. Most apparel and shoes in the US stores come from China, Vietnam, and Bangladesh. All three nations now face heavy tariffs, with China at 34%, Vietnam at 46%, and Bangladesh at 37%. The US Fashion Industry Association has slammed the move, saying it will hit American brands and retailers hard. Fashion stocks have already taken a hit. For example, Lululemon shares dropped over 10%, while Nike and Ralph Lauren lost 7%. Luxury watches are also getting pricier. The US has imposed a 31% tariff on Switzerland, which will impact everything from Swatch to Rolex. The timing couldn't be worse. Top watch brands are currently gathered in Geneva for a global trade fair. Your morning coffee is about to get expensive. The US imports 80% of its coffee beans from Latin America, but Brazil and Colombia now face a 10% tariff. A specialty coffee shop owner told Spectrum News the industry is already struggling. "It's not like we can just buy American-grown coffee. We don't have enough domestic production." And it's not just coffee. Wine lovers will also feel the pinch. Trump has slapped a 20% tariff on Italian and French wines. iPhones, iPads, and AirPods are all on the list. Trump has hit China with a 34% tariff, and since many Apple products are made in China, prices are expected to rise. Apple recently shifted some production to Vietnam, but that won't help either. Vietnam now faces a steep 46% tariff, and Apple's stock dropped 5.7% after Trump's announcement. Are you redoing your home? That will also cost more. Around 40% of furniture in the US comes from countries like China, Vietnam, Indonesia, and India. China and Vietnam face some of the highest tariffs, while Indonesia is hit with 32% and India with 26%. Trump calls these tariffs a win for American jobs. He says they will bring $6 trillion in investments, but economists warn they will lead to higher inflation and rising costs for consumers. Meanwhile, financial markets reacted immediately. Dow futures fell over 250 points, while the Nasdaq dropped more than 2.5%. So what's the impact on your wallet? Higher prices on everyday essentials? The trade war has begun, and American consumers are paying the price.